Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, January 16th, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with a report of a new free agent headed to WWE. Colby Corino is expected to report to the WWE Performance Center soon, according to a Fightful Select report yesterday, where he would be joining his father, former ECW, NWA, and MLW World Champion Steve Corino, who currently works as a trainer and producer for NXT. Most recently, Colby Corino had been signed to a non-exclusive agreement with the NWA and had been appearing regularly for the company since June of 2021, but had been a free agent since his contract expired at the end of 2022, after which time WWE was permitted to legally reach out to him, according to the report. Corino's only WWE appearance prior was a September 2020 tryout match on 205 Live, in which he lost to Mansoor. In Impact Wrestling news, Impact yesterday confirmed the signing of Anthony Corelli, who appeared at Friday's Hard to Kill pay-per-view using his WWE persona of Santino Marella. Marella appeared as Director of Authority, the company's new on-air authority figure, following real-life Executive Vice President Scott D'Amore, who was written off TV with an injury angle involving Bully Ray earlier this month. Impact Wrestling last month filed a trademark for the Santino Marella name, which Corelli used in WWE from 2005 to 2016. WWE canceled its trademark on the name in October of 2021. In ratings news, the Christmas Day episode of Women of Wrestling earned the highest rating since the relaunch of the brand back in September, according to a report yesterday from WrestleNomics. The December 25th episode, the 15th since the relaunch, had an audience of 360,000 viewers watching in syndication, with a rating of .06 in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic, equating to 86,000 viewers. That number doubles the key demo rating of .03 for the December 18th episode. The audience of 360,000 outdrew 4 2022 episodes of AEW Rampage, typically the weakest performing weekly show of either of the two major American promotions. In independent wrestling news, talent from AEW and MLW wrestled Saturday night at the United Wrestling Network's annual Red Carpet Rumble at Bellbank Park in Mesa, Arizona. AEW's Eddie Kingston challenged Danny Limelight for the UWN heavyweight title, winning by disqualification due to outside interference. Kingston was saved from a triple team attack after the match by his AEW tag team partner Ortiz, who was on hand to challenge Alexander Hammerstone for the MLW World Championship in a losing effort. The United Wrestling Network is best known for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, which airs nationally in the United States in syndication. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.